Este no lo he visto yo, ¿no? Building, o sea, vi que se la estaba haciendo. El DOCWOB. A ver, vamos a verlo. Este creo que va a ser interesante. La réplica de Carmichael de 2000. Además en el Instagram creo del DOCWOB iba poniendo fotos, actualizaciones.
Ricky Carmichael on the turn. Carmichael, staying close. Carmichael cannot afford a mistake. Ricky Carmichael has taken the lead, and Jeremy McGrath is trying to fight back. Shaking his fist in the air with the finger up there on number one. The checkers for Ricky Carmichael.
A ver.
I had it all figured out, and now.
Subtítulos, por favor. Subtítulos. Espérate. No me corra. Ah, mira, está en español. Va.
Turn on. Sort of goes out the window, doesn't it? We've come down to DOCWOB. I've not been riding, so we thought whilst I'm injured and taking a couple of weeks off, we would come and check out and see how my KX250 build's getting on for the VMX. What is it, Wob? VMXDN at Fox Hills, because last year I didn't race it. This year I'm gonna race it. So we've got 2 Kawasaki's being built. This one here that you can see, it's not my bike. We thought we'd check on my bike.
Fijaros, lo que se ve. Uf, qué locura, tío. Qué locura. Como Twitch me baneé por poner no por. Veremos a ver.
Right, they're over there. One's in pieces, one's somewhat built.
Based off this, isn't
Qué
it?
bonita, tío.
Based off this, yeah, same, green.
No.
Imagino que esto era todo de
green
titanio,
Kawasaki.
todo. Uf.
You got any more info on it?
Yeah, it came out of Kawasaki. I spoke to Norm Bigelow because I heard about the bike, so I pulled him to one side. I'm like, there's a 250 quack showed up in England that's supposed to be registered in Ricky's name. Got the title like the V5, the title in his name. He's like, yeah. He said we did 6 125s, 6 250s in Ricky's name, 6 250s in Emmy's name, and 6 125s in James's name.
Que no... Mira. Titanio. Oye, no, desconozco si este modelo lleva un ojo de buey, ¿no? No lleva este tornillo, ¿no? ¿O estoy yo confundido? Bueno, no lo sé, pero bueno.
Because we had so many bits.
Titanio.
When the bike changed shape, we thought we could build some bikes out of this and put some money back into the team. So they built the bikes up. I don't know how. I think they had factory frames, but not a lot else. Then the bike showed up like 10 years later on Craigslist, and believe it or not, David Villeman bought it.
This one?
This one. Saw some of the parts, then sold it to a guy in Australia who saw some more of the parts. Then the Australian guy sold it to the English collector who now owns it, and he's put the bits on as it is. So it's a proper parts bike.
It's got all the factory parts.
It's all factory parts. Whether they were correct, they're somewhere near, you know, but it's a bit.
Está contando que esa moto, o sea, es una moto de la época que se vendió a un tío de Australia. Australia después se la vendió el coleccionista este.
Boy, it's 20 grand, not 150 grand.
Yeah. We're doing it a little bit different this time. Last time it was build it all together and then try and ride it. Obviously I didn't end up racing it. We rode it once. This time, after seeing the race, seeing how fast the boys are, and seeing the effort that they go into to the bikes, because obviously sometimes WOB builds bikes, but then normally the Americans fly over, they get one little go on it before and they race. A lot of the other boys are practicing on it. Mao especially. Mao Pocock spent a good 6 months tearing around laps, rebuilding the bike. So I see the effort that he put in. I see that he's quite fast. He's going to have that same bike again. The bike that we're going to look at now is going to be my practice bike.
2 weeks, yeah. Well, test bike we call it.
Yeah, test bike. And then we'll build a race bike, or maybe even race the test bike if I like it that much. So they're going to be 2 bikes, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of prep. So I have no excuses for this race. I can't just say, oh, I've never rode a bike, here we are. I'm actually going to practice on a little bit. So this will be the first video, then we'll have a practice video, and then I think a race bike video. So there's more to come, but we thought we'd show you a little bit of what's going on while I have a bit of downtime. Tony, the fucking real boss. We've got Tony, the real man. That's Wob's the face of the show. Tony actually is the show. Where's some of the bits? This is one of the stuff you've made.
Yeah, I made that.
That's not finished. Is that one you would sell straight away?
No, that's not finished.
No, that's what I was going to say. It looks a bit unfinished. I didn't want
Well,
to
it is.
dislike you off a bit, but that looks unfinished work there. This is the finished one. Yeah, that looks a lot more finished.
Yeah. I just wanted to show you how they go on, really.
Yeah, I think in general I'm going to be more of a fan of this than I was my Hondas.
I think so.
So this stuff,
So-
looking at, is very trick, and that's all yours.
Yeah, Talon hub, 240 disc we make, which copy the KHI, axle blocks, tie axle, tie.
Talon.
I love the
Adjustable.
colour.
We even welded in strengthening plates into the swing arm here, the same as the factory one. We made
Fijaros
a
placas de
KHI factory
refuerzo
chain
ahí.
guide, which has got
Buah,
the floor,
buah,
the
buah,
four
buah.
slots in. It's made out of 4mm alley, so it's a lot stronger.
Or someone like me don't think, like, I just think you just bolt it together. A little bit, like, but when
No,
you
there's
see
about-
everything
there's
you
about
have
20
done,
hours in that swing arm.
Es
Yeah,
que
that's
todo
what
hecho
I mean,
con
exactly
ciencia,
that,
tío,
yeah.
fijaros. Uf.
Tony, you've done 20 hours in that swinger.
No, not me.
who's done that? Rob
Rob's
himself.
Rob's done that himself.
20
Has he
horas en el
got videos
basculante.
there?
Special.
20 horas de trabajo.
Video and she-
I do loads of work.
No, he loves getting dirty.
Do you actually do loads of work? Last time you were telling me you don't like to get your hands dirty,
No,
but it
I
seems like
do-
you're doing a bit more on this.
I do loads of stuff. I just don't like, without sounding, if somebody else does like a swing arm, I'm never happy with that. I have to do it myself.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the workshop most days from lunchtime onwards.
Oh,
I do my emails in the morning.
well, I just thought 'cause there's so much else going on with the parts, this, and
I know, but if I
teams
don't
and-
work on bikes, I get real teasy. And
yeah,
real
that
weird.
does make sense.
If I've been on my computer and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I start throwing shit around.
Yeah, you
and
want to get back on the bike.
I don't like it. I need to get my hands dirty, then I can moan about something. So this one's got production cylinder.
Buah. A ver, aquí tiene el ojo de buey que decía yo antes, ¿no? El otro es que se lo quitarían, ¿no? No sé.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Stock cylinder replated. So the engine's had new rod, new mains, new clutch basket, everything in there new.
Yeah, it looks like brand new.
Qué gustazo ver todo así,
But,
todo.
and
Buah.
then we got Ollie to Cerakote, the factory bronze colour. This
Tiene
isn't
lo
off
de
the shop colour, we get
esto
it mixed up. Because most people anodise this. burn
encasquillado
bronze, it's
para
black.
los rodamentos.
Okay.
So he mixes grey, green and bronze.
So that colour that's
Yeah,
on there
so
right
if we have
now.
to change an outer clip
Qué
cover, it
bonito,
ain't gonna be
tío.
the same colour.
No.
So that's what we have to do. But the cylinder's just replated, so it's all new, got to be run in. The other cylinder's going to pro circuit for you.
Oh, okay.
So that would be
I was
your
going to
race
ask that next question.
Yeah.
Is it going to be fast?
Yeah. Will be pro circuit, and this is a JSV pipe which they hooked us up with because they make them.
Yeah, I like them.
Mitch is making pro circuit stuff, so I'm hoping by the time the race comes around we'll have pro
Oh, they're
circuit.
good. They're
But
good.
nothing wrong with these.
No, these are good
But
company.
I don't want to jeopardise any deal you got with pro circuit,
No, you won't mind.
and Mitch looks after us. So.
I mean, if I get a pro circuit one, but this one, we had the JSV
Oh,
on
these
the
work
Honda.
really well.
Yeah,
They work
96.
really
They're nice
good.
people.
yeah, really nice people, work really well. And fuck.
Básicamente está diciendo, es que yo
It's the
tengo
bank
trato con
calling you all your
ProCircuit.
cash.
No creo que haya problema,
All
pero
the cases are blasted really heavy to give it that cast magnesium.
esto es vapor, ¿no? Vapor
And we
plastic,
make
¿no?
these special KHI crosshead screws, so they're not like an 8mm head.
I could crossthread them.
Factory Kawasaki made these crosshead screws, and they had them on the outer covers, so we made them just
Really?
for this. Yeah. And the linkage on this is standard. We just new bearings, cleaned it all up. On your race bike, you'll have a Denton linkage. Your race bike will have slightly different forks, I think. K-Tech done these, done a mega job.
This is
At least
some
we know
forks
now.
that Wob bought. These wasn't on the bike, the suspension. Wobb's bought the suspension.
Yeah. so
K-Tech have revalved it.
that'll
So it'll be the
be
bollocks.
somewhere near for you, won't it?
Be mega.
Is this going to get built into the spare then?
This will be at the race, I'm hoping, and we'll re-sticker it before the race so it looks. It'll have some paint.
Well,
on
if
the
I
frame
like
and
it,
all that.
oh, I
Yeah,
suppose the other engine. This will be like a spare race bike.
Be like
yeah.
a spare race bike because you can't go down there with nothing because these things fucking break. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Or if you have enough.
The 250 was the bike to have around there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we changed the game a little bit with Brownie a few years ago because we built a 500 for Brownie in like 14 or something, 15.
Me acuerdo.
And
Me
he was
acuerdo de esa con la 500.
He's not a 500 man.
He's not
is he?
never ridden a 500. You guys have never ridden 500s. It's not your generation, is it?
What?
So like
No.
Brownie could ride a good 250 faster.
Yeah.
So we thought if we build you a good 250, but the trouble is now you have to build a good 250. You can't get away with a stock thing with 500 that's all stock. Now
Yeah.
you have to tune these things. Choose your electrics in your car, but just started working on.
Oh, this is my stuff.
Yeah.
This is.
So what we have with the subframes, always
Una del
Kawasaki, these little
96 creo que es, ¿no?
inserts spin and people hack around with them, then they drill them all the way through. So traditionally this one here spins and they drill it all the way through, put a nut on the back. We can't just fill the hole full of weld because the riv nut doesn't grip to the underside. It's not flat enough for it on the underside, so we have to grind a plate out, weld a plate in, fill the hole at the back, then grind it back smooth, drill it, riv nut it. There's probably about 5 hours work to get that subframe working. But you can't buy new, so what do you do?
And what are you charging me an hour?
It was cheap. I'll look after you.
Is
kid.
it? Right. All this hours just seem to. I'm just thinking.
It's actually a
wow.
10-minute job.
Yeah, this is.
It is
I'm not sure when he tells me there's 20 hours in the.
Ya, yo
in
pensaba
the
que
swing
son 10
arm.
minutos. Dice, no, tiene 5
I
horas
know
de
why he
trabajo.
tells me this stuff now after the Honda, because then it goes, well, kid, I mean, there's a lot of work goes into this. If he just said, no problem, 10-minute job, I'm thinking, that's fucking £5. Now I'm thinking 20 hours, fucking lot of money
It's a
now.
lot of money to do it nice, but
And then we've got carbs and stuff.
Yeah,
it's all off my
It's
bike.
all stripped off, so we're going to put it in the sonic cleaner, vapor blaster, probably. I
Yeah,
don't know.
this looks like an old carb.
It is
That
an old
stuff
carb.
on there looks like brand new.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like before we start.
I reckon you should have a go at doing some
Ah, that's
blasting.
what I can do now,
Wait,
can't I?
Not that.
Oh, not that one.
Not that one. No.
Oh, what? You wouldn't put that in a vapor blaster?
I wouldn't give it to you to put in the.
Oh,
vapor
okay,
blaster,
okay, okay. Give me something that I can vapor blast in. Oh, this is Talon hub and Talon
no.
wheels.
Talon, whole thing. Talon, yeah.
Oh, nice. So these are my wheels from Talon. Wobb's disc.
Yo que estoy muy callado por no
It is a
perderme
fancy bit of kit.
los
Disc
traductores,
and the wheels,
pero...
I wouldn't want to run anything else, so
Qué rueda, tío.
thanks
Qué
to Talon.
buje más bonito,
Well,
tío.
I'm hoping they're going to give me these. That's why I'm doing a big bit on this video. What do you reckon, Rob? We get these for free or not?
Maybe, I don't know. You have to speak.
But they are the bollocks of wheels. I use these on my race bikes as well, and then you can talk me through the disc a little bit, Wob.
Just basically a 270 floating. The
Qué
KHI
pasada.
factory Kawasaki doesn't float in the normal manner, so we had it copied. It fits up to an 06.
Are these, is that made in England then?
No.
Because it's not made in England, no.
No.
Obviously, I won't say where and make it because it's your business, but
Yeah, no, we have to have
It
100
looks
of them.
so
It gets
trick.
quite expensive.
yeah, that's probably the best looking disc I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's cool looking, isn't it?
El disco de
It is
freno
the
mola
dead
mucho.
copy of factory Kawasaki one.
We've got a couple more bikes here. I just so simple with the bikes. I don't know what they are, but this one's one Wobb's built through. Who was that
Cago
one,
en la
Wob?
puta.
It's an American collector.
¿A cuál más
What, this one's
guapa?
gone to an American collector?
Yeah.
Sold already?
Yeah, it's going to a guy in North
Wait,
Carolina.
let me spin this around for Wob more.
This is Ryan's race bike from last year, which we're going to redo, new graphics, and put a clutch and a piston in it, and just basically redo it so we can race it this year. This is a Carmichael replica. Got a few nice bits on it. We've got a Pastrana one as well. So
Is that just a standard bike with a few bits?
yeah, I've got a real one.
Just saying to Wob now, like I'm obviously a bit sore with the ribs at the minute. I went and got another x-ray. They said a couple are broken, so another couple of weeks off the bike. But in general, I'm so excited to race that race. And it's just such a good race. If it can be the same as it was last year with the same weather, and I'm racing, I would rather win that race than any other race this year, because I just said to Rob, the way the fans was, the way the crowd was, the atmosphere when they come round that first turn and come through the valley, even come through the one side of the valley, and then when they come back past through that row of tabletops, I was a fan stood there.
¿Me va a enseñar algo más de moto?
What are you doing there? Just admiring that?
Aquí. Voy a pasar un poquito para adelante.
It's lunchtime. Lunchtime.
Oh, is it? Half the stuff been took apart, new stuff.
Por ahí.
Zach Osborne's bike.
Basically, no.
I'm not
Tío,
that
mete por
simple.
donde mete los brazos.
That don't move.
Oye, las gomas también se limpian con vapor blasting, ¿no?
Can you wash?
A ver.
Wash the windscreen down for him.
Eso vapor blasting, entiendo.
You
¿no?
had a little
No
one
sé.
of these, didn't you?
I had a sandblaster.
Ah,
Aqua.
Is that similar?
Pon ahí.
really? Fuck me, what was that? A window wiper, nothing's coming out. There we go.
But it will come up a lot nicer.
Well, you're trusting him on an engine part
You'll be
now.
alright. There's nothing to get wrong with that.
You can't break this.
Yeah, we've upgraded you.
What, new part?
You'll
New
see.
part.
That's your race bike cases. You'll notice a difference on that.
Yeah, let's have a go. This
If you work
honestly
on this
boring
piece
me.
here,
Is he got...
Isn't it? That to that, Ed. This is
Pero
what
eso no es
Wob,
vapor, ¿no?
what
No,
Wob
bueno,
does
no
all
sé.
day. This is what Tony does. Difference, Wob. I've just caught you in the act. This is it.
I'm working.
We've seen the two.
I'm doing my media relations.
What we got there?
Tie foot peg brackets for your race bike.
My race bike or
Yeah.
my bike for
No,
the
your-
MXDN?
Your 450.
Oh, man. So these are trick. These are going to go on my 450. This is my handiwork. That's it then. So we've come down to Wobb's. You've seen the bike being built. We're going to ride that in a...
Pues ya está, chavales. Pedazo de motos. Pero vamos, la Kawa en general, brutal. Brutal. Chavales, nos vamos, ¿vale? Nos vemos hoy es miércoles, nos vemos el viernes. Chao a todos.